Go online, call or scan now to change a child's life forever.
Liberty Mutual customized my car insurance, and I saved hundreds. With all the money I saved, I thought I'd still being so tall certainly has its advantage.
I don't expect to hit any merchant at the Mutual mayor at the Republican convention.
Yep.
Hard work is structural racism that puts black Americans at risk.
I guess it also has disadvantages.
That is why I'm supporting tomorrow's rally.
Only pay?
Here in the CNN newsroom, hi everyone. I am Jessica Dean in New York, and we begin with breaking news involving conversations President Joe Biden has been having today with Democratic lawmakers. CNN's Andy Blair joins us now with more details, and we've been talking to sources. What are you hearing about these two calls?
Well, Jess, the call that the president just finished with this moderate group of Democrats, I'm told got pretty tense, and sources even told me that the president was defensive. This was a private call, but we're hearing from sources on that call, later that call, about exactly what happened. The president only took 3 questions from lawmakers. One of them was the Democratic Congressman Jason Crow, apparently asked the president how questions surrounding mental fitness are going to affect our country's position on the world stage and national security. This is where seeing Biden got pretty animated and defensive about his rhetoric on foreign policy, his role for NATO. And then the president also answered Democratic public questions about apparently press Biden about what has happened there in Pennsylvania, specifically a key battleground state that people are Biden. And this is what the Biden was hoping that Biden would speak directly to concerns that Democratic lawmakers, especially the ones who are applying for the set aside, are having. And it just doesn't sound like, specifically in this call, those concerns were really
when you need to prepare for unpredictable adventures, you need weather tech.
Alvarez, quote, the message you've been getting from him and shut up, fall in line, everything.
Republicans want the voters out there.
That is not mending offenses. One example. So Biden also spoke with the progressive politicians today, and that also has gone a lot more members asked their plans on how he plans to push the campaign forward and path to victory. But if you call it just that, with these moderate members, it seems like one of the information today.
Over time,
According to Democrats, even former President Donald Trump is back on the campaign trail as he gets ready for the week ahead. Trump is preparing for the Republican National Convention, which is now less than 48 hours away. He will officially become the party's nominee for the third time in 8 years. He's also expected to announce his running mate. It's a highly anticipated decision that has been overshadowed by
Nature's Lab proudly manufactures over 100
CNN's Elena Treen is live at that Trump rally in Vanderbilt, Pennsylvania, where the former president will address the crowd any minute now, Elena. But before he does, how is the campaign feeling about this big news?
renowned for its antioxidant properties, has been a staple in traditional medicine for centuries. Our product features the #1 clinically studied curcumin brand with over 7 clinical curcumin C3 complex studies. Nature's Lab Gold Turmeric Plus Joint Complex is a powerful 6-in-1 formula designed to enhance joint health. Our unique blend includes patented curcumin C3 complex, clinically studied biopsychology, MSM, biotherapy. This combination supports collagen rejuvenation at the cellular level. Is exclusively sponsored by Preserve Gold. Get peace of mind with precious metals delivered to your home or retirement accounts with Preserve Gold today.
As the deadline for questions. Remember, next week, whether it is receiving on the day or the day of the presidential fundraiser stage, they will deliver their speech on Wednesday night. So they have a lot coming up. By the end of next week, by the end of Monday, recording
stage, and they can talk a bit about their issues about the RNC is talking about doing things a little bit differently when it comes to the state of
Austria
to go by mail, to vote early, to take a picture of the Democratic playbook or Democrats think their president is much more advanced, it is much more complex, and it is much more well-rooted in those states where it could make a difference. Making sure that people take every advantage of getting their votes taken. It's something that once they get underway, so stand by. They have their input. Again, we will take those remarks momentarily. Thank you so much for that reporting. But first, joining us now from the White House spokesperson for the Bush administration and Indiana Republican Party seat, and Democratic strategist and former senior aide for the Bernie Sanders presidential campaign, Chuck Vega, and senior political analyst Ron Brownstein. We've got all three of you here. Thank you so much for being here with us. Ron, let's rewind back for a second to Andy Greer's reporting there into the clashes that Joe Biden has been having with congressional Democrats. What do you make of this reporting that Biden appeared defensive in some of these calls with congressional Democrats? That was the reporting that Annie got as he tries to continue his outreach to some of these people who
the Biden to get out. Yeah, the pattern you've got to see is to members in the more competitive districts that are more worried. The Progressive Caucus, most of them tend to be in safe seats. And whether you're talking about the House or the Senate, it's the people who are in more competitive seats who are more concerned, with good reason, you know. If you look at the 2016 and 2020 presidential elections, exactly one senator out of 69 senators, one Senate candidate out of 69 senators, one in a state who voted the other way for president, and the Democrats have been
so sorry to listen to you.
We got more than
to interrupt you. I'm sorry to put you all on standby. We're going to go to President Biden
Pennsylvania,
Pennsylvania,
beautiful Commonwealth with thousands of proud, hardworking American patriots, and that's what you are, and we got to bring our country back to health. Because our country is going to hell, if you haven't noticed.
Some members of the caucus are
millions and millions of people are pouring in from prisons and from mental institutions. We're going to stop it. We're going to get it stopped. We're going to bring them back. As he said, we're going to bring them back.
Existential threat to our democracy.
We're going to deport.
Trump.
With the help of everyone here tonight, we're going to win Pennsylvania this November. We're going to defeat crooked Joe Biden and laughing Kamala Harris. And we're going to take back the White House, and we're going to take back our country. We're going to take it back. Our country's been stolen from us. You see that? The greatest, one of the greatest crimes is what they've done over 4 years in hiding what the obvious facts are. Isn't it a shame? You run for the President of the United States from a basement.
Have you seen any of them?
All very dishonest stuff, but you know, we're going to have the greatest election. I tell you what, we did fantastically in 2016. We did much better in 2020. You know, we did much better. And it was rigged. It was a rigged deal, but we did much better. But it's nothing compared to the enthusiasm all over, not just in Pennsylvania, all over. There's nothing compared to the enthusiasm that we've seen over the last year. Because, I mean, a year, think of it, year and a half ago it started. It really started from immediately after the election. You want to know the truth? But a year and a half ago, we were seeing crowds of people desperate to have rallies, desperate to have anything to take back our country. And we're going to take it back. Next week, the Republican Party will hold its convention in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And 5 days from now, we will officially accept the Republican nomination for president.
Convention in the United States as well as the National Bar.
Right?
I am hosting my own summit.
And we're going to get a good senator. I'll tell you, you have a real stiff right now in office. He's a stiff. You know, your current senator, I never met him. I don't think I've ever met him. I was only there 4 years, but I don't think I ever met him. I'll tell you, that's your senator. He votes with Biden or whoever happens to be furthest left. We got to get him elected. McCormick. We got to get McCormick. Press McCormick.
My constituents, and I agree with them, are concerned that the rent is too damn high.
He's a valiant fighter. He's a great gentleman. So we're going to bring him up for. Can we bring him up for a couple of minutes later? All right, you get ready, McCormick. You get ready. I'll get you up here.
By these corporate landlords.
The world will see a vibrant Republican Party that is bigger, stronger, more confident, and more united than ever before. That's what we are. We're the most united party now. You know, I'm watching the fake news go crazy because they're saying the Republican Party has not been united since Ronald Reagan like it is right now. It was united under Ronald Reagan the second time. It was very united, and they said there's never been anything like it. They've never seen a movement like this. Make America great again. You know, Joe Biden talks about we have to stop MAGA. MAGA means make America great again, Joe. It means make America great again. That's all we want to do. If he was doing the job, I wouldn't even be doing this. I'd be in some beautiful place with a gorgeous ocean, the Mediterranean, the Atlantic, maybe the Pacific.
I would love to get your thoughts on what she lays out there.
Well, look, first, trust black women who are the base of the Democratic Party. And trust black voters who understand.
And said I'm here with you fighting like hell to get a senator elected and to make sure we take back the White House, because if we do, we're going to make America better than ever before. We're going to make it. And it's not easy because we have millions and millions of people in our country that shouldn't be here. Dangerous people, criminals. We have criminals, we have drug dealers, we have people that should not be here, and it's much tougher than if it happened. You know, we had the strongest border ever in recorded history. We had the best border. In fact, if they could ever put up a chart, I don't know if they can do it. Do you guys have access to that chart that I love so much? You don't mind if I go off teleprompter, do you? Because these teleprompters are so damn boring, I try and explain that. Oh, it is? Wow.
The Congressional Black Caucus.
You guys are doing it. They're getting better with time.
To the Saturday show.
My guys, take a look at that chart. Take a look at the arrow in the bottom. See the big red arrow, right? So that's when I left office. That was the lowest point, and that comes right from the government services, comes right out of Border Patrol. Take a look at that. So that arrow is the lowest amount of illegal immigration ever in recorded history into our country. And then, and then the worst president in the history of our country took over. And look what happened to our country. Probably 20 million people. And you know, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old, and if you want to really see something to say, take a look at what happened.
Our president and our vice president. It's pretty overwhelming. I think what you heard from Representative Horsford, who is a great friend, is that
okay, we are watching live. We do not know what is happening. We see Secret Service agents there with former President Donald Trump. This is at live video from Butler, Pennsylvania, where they are scrambling. We heard sounds, and that is when they told the former president to get down. We saw Secret Service agents rushing to the stage there. He was in the middle of that rally there in Butler, Pennsylvania. So let's zoom back out for a second. Former President Trump, we are monitoring this situation. We have a team there. Okay, we are rallying. We heard noises. They told him to get down. We are monitoring what is going on there right now. We know the Secret Service rushed the stage and got the former president down on the ground. Immediately, we are waiting to hear more details. The president was there in Butler, Pennsylvania, which is a rural part of Pennsylvania, with a large crowd in this rally before the Republican National Convention starts on Monday. This was his first rally that he has done since that debate. I want to bring in Ron Brownstein, who is our CNN political analyst and senior editor. Ron, we do not know what this is. We do not know what is unfolding. We have a team there on the ground. We heard those noises, and we saw the Secret Service rush the former president through this situation. It is hard in these moments to speculate. We don't want to do that, but that is a scary moment to watch. Hands pumping in the air. His fist is pumping in the air.
Terrifically scary. And, you know, we have been
this is live from a Trump rally in Pennsylvania.
This is happening very quickly.
Pennsylvania.
More common.
But quickly we do know that immediately
boards.
Ron, I want to hold on 1 second. I am getting some new information. We're being told that the former president is being led on stage, and we are monitoring this. We're trying to get a better handle on exactly what's happening before we go back to those live pictures. So please continue your thought. We know that he is being led off stage.
I was going to say, we saw what we've seen, everything from fights over, school libraries to COVID restrictions to January 6th, a political environment in which threats of violence have become much more common now. Not exclusively, more than from the right.
And Ron, we're getting some white pictures in it. Let's see what they're looking at. We're told President Trump is in this vehicle. It is being led away. We saw men, we're seeing people right now to your left that are in military guards. You see the Secret Service agents there that are running. Again, we are watching Trump's vehicle being driven away from this rally in Butler, Pennsylvania. He had been on the stage for maybe 5 minutes. When we heard noises, we don't know what they were. He was rushed to the ground. They have now taken him off stage. He is being driven away in his vehicle, which we are not seeing. We are now looking at the crowd there in Butler, Pennsylvania. This is the rally that former President Trump was having. We know that the Secret Service rushed him off stage, put him into that armored vehicle that you are now watching speed away from Butler, Pennsylvania. So they clearly felt the need to get him out of there. He's now been taken away from that site in the Secret Service vehicle. He was rushed off the stage. You see that the crowd there also is confused as to what is going on. We see members of we saw what looked to be members of the military at one point. You see them there on the far right with camouflage on. Again, if you're just tuning in, you are looking at live pictures in Butler, Pennsylvania, where former President Donald Trump has been rushed off the stage during his rally after he had been speaking for several minutes, and we heard loud noises. The Secret Service rushed him to the ground and have put him into the car. He is now being rushed to an undisclosed condition. We are going to show you that moment. So I'm now going to show you the moment what just happened when the former president was speaking at his rally. Let's watch the video.
And many other President Trump. But again, President Trump appears to be okay. People are sheltered in place and shots were fired as he was speaking. It's unclear if he was hit or not. And no, you can see all the activity happening there as people are concerned for their own safety as well as, of course, the president's safety there. But quite the chaos. President Donald Trump was on stage speaking down on stage. We heard the Secret Service security detail clearly. You see how they got him to the ground. At one point, we didn't know what and that they were waiting to move him. We still don't know if President Trump is okay or not. Those rumors were at this point. We do know that they get him off the stage and that the former president was in his armored vehicle. They have now left the site of that incident. So the former president, Donald Trump, is no longer there at that rally site. I'm going to let you watch more to see this full thing unfold and see they move him off the stage. You can see it right there. You see some military personnel coming into
he is standing up.
On the fairground. So we have this video.
It's unclear what his status is, but you see him put his fist up, and you see him doing a fist bump, which appears like he's saying fight.
In the meantime, we can get Bob.
It looks as if there might be blood on his ear. Again, you can see a lot of just seeing just activity now as the former president led off the stage in Butler, Pennsylvania, after the loud noises, he was rushed to the ground, and then you see the Secret Service around him, getting him him into his vehicle. Now, we do not know where he was gone.
Maybe he was hit by something.
We just know that he was put into that car right there. While you see his fist in the air, it does appear as if there is some blood on his ear. Unclear how that happened.
They were very loud.
Secret Service get him into the vehicle and rush him
If anyone is in custody,
that site to get him out of the
was hit or not.
Again, we don't know where the former president is at this exact moment, only that he was taken away from the rally site there in Pennsylvania. Again, if you were just tuning in, former President Donald Trump was minutes into his rally there in Pennsylvania when we heard loud noises. He was thrown to the ground by Secret Service agents who then rushed him in, as you're watching now, to that car and drove him off
quite the
site.
chaotic scene. And
Our reporter,
thankfully,
President Trump is
Trump
on hold. Elena, I think you're here with us. I want to go out to your corner so she can tell us more what she saw from her vantage. Elena?
I'm sure to the hospital, but we're of course trying to gather more information about what exactly is going on. But again, President Trump hit the stage.
Donald Trump was on the spot moment in Buffalo, Pennsylvania. Walked onto the stage, did a president speaking.
And these
Very
are
quickly
shots
after that.
Alexis told us
His team of security details surrounded him, pushed him down to the ground.
President Trump was just
Later, you saw the president cracking loud cracking. At first, I thought it was a fireworks. I had no idea what it was. All of a sudden, everyone started screaming. On the other side of the rally, he was entering the SUV, went all the way back here, right behind that tractor over there. He was okay. And all of a sudden, we heard Secret Service there, security guards on the ground, everyone to get down.
I couldn't believe my eyes.
I couldn't
Simultaneous
riser right here. We're under a crane right now. I didn't get to see it right now.
Trump is okay. And at this point, we also have to pray for our country because it takes someone very sick and very demented to do something like this. But there's so much hatred towards President Trump is palpable. And I pray for that for having so much hatred in their heart towards somebody who is simply just trying to make America great behind me. And you've seen it now.
Exactly what happened.
Clearing out in Pennsylvania. So many of us tens of thousands
we saw motorcade and drive off. We don't have many answers right now. I'm going to trying to see if I can contact them get any sort of update. There's no service or signal right now in the world trying to know what exactly is happening. I mean, what is the state of the former president, how Trump is doing, and what these events unfold.
It's incredible. I can't believe it.
It appears like whatever happened doesn't look like the secret's still a threat. People are still moving around.
Police moving in again with their guns drawn.
That's right. It's not a crash. A couple minutes for questioning, custody. I don't even know how long. About a minute, I would say. That we were all on the ground and they had us hiding people to get down. After that, they were given an all clear. I believe from Secret Service. Again, I was under the riser hiding after we had heard whatever that sound was, whether it was fireworks or whatnot. I don't want to try to speculate on what that noise was. It does not appear, from what I can tell, that anyone was injured, but I honestly can't say that completely accurately right now. We really do not have a lot of information at this point. But as I can see from my own vantage point here, looking at the stage as I was scanning the crowd, I haven't seen any stretchers, pouring in, any sort of trucks, but again, we really don't know. Everyone is being evacuated, and I think we will get some more answers soon as we continue to hear from the people on the ground and the people running the show here tonight. Sorry about that.
You will be very careful. Please find us a place. We will check back in with you, but I'm very glad you all came out, okay? Please be very careful. In the meantime, let's go to International Affairs correspondent Jeff Delaney, who is joining us. Jeff, before we start talking to you for any tuning in, I want to be very upset regardless of what they are looking at, because our live pictures coming out of Lubbock, Pennsylvania, where some loud noises were heard. We don't know exactly what they were. All we know is that former President Donald Trump was speaking. We've heard the loud noises. He was several minutes into his speech. He dropped to the ground. Secret Service swarmed the stage. They lifted him back up, put a fist in the air. He did appear to have blood coming from his ear. We now know that he was whisked away. He was put into one of those armored vehicles and whisked away when he's left that site. So that is the state of play. There are a lot of questions right now, Jeff. It was a scary thing to watch unfold. There's a lot of unknown, as Elena was just laying out for us. Nobody quite knows exactly what happened yet.
That is just heartbreaking.
But Jeff, in a moment like this,
Victoria, Joe, seeing that together,
just kind of scares everyone that was there, and it is a hard thing to kind of take in and watch unfold, not knowing exactly what's happening.
Jessica, it absolutely is. And let's go through what we do. We do know that former President Donald Trump, he said, is in Butler, Pennsylvania. It's about 30 minutes or so, a little bit more than that, from Pittsburgh. Of course, Pennsylvania, a key swing state. So this rally was supposed to be really kind of a launching pad to the Republican convention next week. It's very near Ohio, where J.D. Vance, of course, is a senator. So there's been a lot of speculation he is one of the running mates. But when you attend a Trump rally, as both you and I have many times, he is the former president, so he has as much security details. The U.S. Secret Service screens everyone going into these rallies. At least that is the protocol. Of course, we will learn much more once this develops. But you can't just arrive at a Trump rally and watch. You are screened as though you were going to any type of an official event. So you can see there the crowd has cleared. As Elena was reporting, it does not appear to still be an active incident. You can see the officers there putting the crime tape. Those are local officers, but this will be under the control of the U.S. Secret Service. They travel with the former president. He has a protective detail, just like a sitting president or a former president, slightly smaller than a sitting president. So we do not know the details of the former president's injuries, the extent of them. We are reaching out to his team, but many of them are on the ground with him there, so you can imagine how chaotic this scene is. You can see the officers there urging the crowd to leave. But this was supposed to be a marquee rally, sending them off into the Republican convention. It's one of the really brighter spots of this Trump campaign. The Republican convention was a celebratory moment here. This now will change that considerably. So as we check more from our sources and colleagues on the ground there, this is an epic moment, a tragedy. I hope it does not extend more than that here. But certainly, this goes beyond any political tension in this country.
Yeah, it certainly does. And Jeff, I want to play the video just for everyone to watch in a moment. So let's go ahead and cue that video. Let's show everyone. This was Donald Trump being led off the stage. He does appear to have some blood there on his right ear. He is being kind of held up by Secret Service officers there. As Jeff mentioned, we don't know how injured he was or is. We do know that he was put into that vehicle and driven away. And Jeff, again, Elena was describing when the team was on the scene there in Butler, who was covering this rally, was describing these loud popping sounds that came from one side and then kind of some steam or something else that came from the other side there. But what was interesting is that nobody else in the crowd at this moment seemed to be under threat once they moved the former president out of there. They were kind of all escorted out.
And Jessica, just looking at these pictures, you can see the counter assault and terrorism team, the cat teams. Those are those men along with large guns. They were in the scene there, but here they are coming rushing right into that the cat team, and they are going toward the crowd. Obviously, the other officers who were there, the agent right there, the woman on the screen, she is part of the protective detail. So they're all on the ground. Yes, it's interesting to just watch this scene as it flees. There's no, there would be an ambulance there. The president has an ambulance everywhere he travels, certainly to these rallies, but they're clearly trying to get him out in his bulletproof replica beast, which is what the president has, but the Secret Service is certainly in charge of that. But looking at the movements of those officers and agents, you can certainly tell the terror of this scene.
There's a real sense of urgency, and as these things do, we're going to go back to the live news now. So now we're shifting, again, now you're looking live, about front page, now you're looking live. As these things often do, they happen very quickly and without trying to, and look, moments ago, this was minutes ago, it's now very
You're so right.
you've seen what appears to be local law enforcement there. I would imagine those are state troopers. But you have to think the investigation into what actually happened to your hitch already was done, and that they are trying to figure out what exactly happened. And also in the meantime, we are working to figure out the status of former President Donald Trump and any injuries that he did sustain with all of this. I want to, Jeff, stay with us. I want to go now to Priscilla Alvarez, who I believe is at the White House. Okay. Priscilla, are you learning what information are you learning?
Yeah, the president, of course, right now at the White House is trying to hold on to a lot of information fast and furious coming in. Incident happened at the Trump's rally. He departed from 2 reports ago. He was asked by reporters whether President Trump was hit, had occurred any gunshot. Yes, was no. Of course, we can imagine that in the moment to come, he will be briefed on the matter here. But again, very quickly, in the situation, trying to understand what is around here. Now, as his fist is out to be intense. If they have any additional information to provide about this incident, but also we don't know exactly anything. When I arrived, the president seemed to a serious conversation like the White House detail, and he was with the crowd scene in front of the White House that he wanted to away, he wanted to continue. Whether this being related president don't have the answer to that, but resilient, defiant here. Of course, the president is not here. They want to be working to try to get answers from Secret Service, trying to change here, and if they have information on the rally, we anticipate the White House. It will be clear they acknowledge what happened to the president about what has occurred here. So it has lines out to try to get more clear and but again, the president says he was not briefed yet. I'm going to cut you off again. I'm so sorry. We just saw the president in MSNBC that playing so SUV. We got
so much. I want to go to Ron Brown, who's also standing by. And Ron, we are getting some what's known as a pool rate of reporters trapped like President Trump's and they report out to all of us. So one person can be doing that job. This is what the pool report says. Pool heard a series of loud explosions or loud bangs. The Secret Service went and immediately covered President Trump, which is what we saw on our screen. Pool heard residual bangs afterward. That's when the crowd started to duck cover. Agents grabbed Trump and was seen waving his fists in the air. We saw that on the videos as well. He left the State Department and left the premises. Again, we do know that he indeed left the premises at this point. We saw him hustled into that car by Secret Service agents. Ron, this is a very critical moment, as Jeff Rowley was alluding to. This changes a lot, just in terms of having this sort of incident happen.
It almost feels like we're rising to a place like this in American politics. As I said, you've had increasing pressure political violence in the grassroots, all the way to the top. I mean, this is a horrific occurrence that kind of reflects the dangers of the road that we are on. Where American politics is taking us, the share of voters who say that violence is justified is above the trace limits. And we've certainly seen in January 6th and some of the other, as I was saying, attacks that have come from the right, but we've also seen threats from the left. And for the general direction of American politics is toward a kind of level that I don't think we have seen at that level since the years before the Civil War and violence between even Congress itself, Charles Sumner. So this is a moment this, like January 6th itself, this is a moment that shows the danger of the road that we are on. And kind of causes us all to, should cause us all to, is this the country we want to live in, where threats of violence, even up to this level, as presidential candidate, as former president, presumptive nominee, is something that is becoming more common. I remember talking to some of the counterterrorism experts in the Trump administration on January 6th, who worried that we were on a road for something like trouble.
Okay, quickly before we're going to bring in Rick as well, but I want to ask you
political violence or people moving into our political lives. Again, this shows the danger of the world we are on. It's not clear. It's easy to get off of this road.
From his right to his right side. I don't know if any of the shows, if we can look at that, that's where we start.
All right, Ron Brownson, thank you for being with us. I'm going to hand the special coverage now over to my colleague, Wolf Whitson, who will carry the Wolf
here in New York City.
In a situation like this, a watch
Oh, okay, we're going back to Bob. So Bob, sorry, we're going back to Bob. I just got a picture printed out from my producer, a close-up shot of
Major
the
breaking news
president's
is
shot.
following
There
right
is
now. I'm
indeed
Wolf
blood
Blitzer in
on his
Washington.
face.
If you're just
This
joining
is
us,
blood.
the former president of the United States, Donald Trump, just moments ago was evacuated from a rally in Butler, Pennsylvania, just north of Pittsburgh. The former president was several minutes into his remarks when loud noises were heard. This is the moment. You can see it right now.
We still appreciate your time. It still stays
Security agents rushed the stage and got Mr. Trump down, covering him physically, blocking him from view. When he got up, he did appear to have blood on the side of his face near his ear and was pumping his fist. He appeared to be shouting "fight" as agents let him off the stage. Let's watch this once
That's
again.
on where we are in this moment, the tone of the conversation.
Take a look what happened. It's a kind of went spot, but they got on it quick. As soon as it happened, like some smoke, this is how the Secret Service sets it up. Like some smoke came like out of the monitors that are behind the stage and squirted out water. And then President Trump went down, the Secret Service and the state police immediately went over to that side and attacked the person or people. All right, right now, security is here. They're telling us we got to clear the area. I got to be honest with you, none of us know if it's even safe to be here right now.
Absolutely, that is the best approach we also always have to take. Like we said, watching this video, you can see he very much wanted to telegraph to folks that he was on his feet.
Very, very scary. Look at that. You can see him raising his right hand towards his ear. It looks like something was going on over there. Elena Freeman is on the scene to us right now. I want to bring her in. Give our viewers a sense of what you saw and what you heard, Elena.
There was blood on the right side of his face.
I apologize. Secret Service just come up behind us to say that they were trying to remove us because this is now an active crime scene. But look, when I was standing here on the stage, I was watching, Donald Trump was just a few minutes into his speech. To the right, where I'm pointing behind me, to the right of the stage, we could hear a very loud bang. We're not really sure from far away. I did not know what it was when it happened. Donald Trump immediately dropped to the ground. You would hear the screams, you would hear the chaos. I ended up going underneath the riser so you could see everything as it was playing out. And I apologize, well, we're having the Secret Service now trying to escort us out. So I'm going to change gears and just give you a sense of what they've done in here. They've immediately cleared people out around the stage. They have precaution tapes. They're telling us that this is now an active crime scene. They're making us move. Donald Trump immediately was escorted off the stage, as I said, as soon as they figured out what was going on and got into his motorcade, and they've taken him to another location. I'm texting many of Donald Trump's most senior advisors trying to figure out what his condition is like, where he is going. I've not been able to hear back from them. Some of his advisors are on the ground in Milwaukee. Those of them have said that they're trying to get answers as well. So I'll bring you more when we can. We have to move now, unfortunately, while we're being pushed out by Secret Service.
Yeah, listen to the Secret Service right now. This is obviously a very, very delicate, very sensitive moment in American history right now. We're watching the former president of the United States, Donald Trump, at a rally in Butler, Pennsylvania, just a little while ago. You can see he raised his right hand towards the side of his face, and then you can see some blood near his ear. Watching all of this very, very closely indeed. Let's show that video one more time from the beginning so everyone can get a sense of what unfolded. Watch this.
Look what happened. Instead, he wants to kill us. So even the toughest security, it's almost impossible to try and prevent any kind of threat on his life. But you saw the security detail, they surrounded him very quickly.
And these are tasks that people willingly do. Every day they go out and protect their protectees, the people in their care, across the political spectrum and without regard to that. I mean, they're really heroes, and they know at a moment's notice they can be pulled into this. How do you worry with guarantees.
You can do the best you can, but in some cases, something can slip through the cracks. In situations like this, you're talking thousands upon thousands of people that are in these rallies, and I've been to a number of them. I've been to many of them, and I can tell you they're extremely secure, but that doesn't
You can hear people screaming, you can hear people saying, get down, get down, get down. Obviously, it's very, very dangerous, very sensitive moment indeed. The former U.S. Secret Service agent Jonathan Wackler is joining us right now. Jonathan, you watched the video, you saw the Secret Service agents rush to the podium there, rush up, tell everybody to get down. What's your sense? What unfolded?
Trump at the time was showing off a chart of border crossing numbers.
Thank you for dialing in. Please don't go away.
I'm not hearing Jonathan Wackler. Let's see if we can get that connection up as quickly as possible. You see the law enforcement on the scene there. This is Butler, Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh, where just moments ago, the former president of the United States was speaking at a campaign rally, and all of a sudden, you could hear it sounded like shots. You could hear him raise his right hand, see him raise his right hand, and he goes to the ground. Secret Service comes up, and they begin to escort him out of there as quickly as possible, but they're all deep on their knees, deep on the ground, watching all of this unfold. I think we might have the former FBI Deputy Director Andrew McCabe joining us right now. Andrew, are you there?
In Butler, Pennsylvania, the president was
asked your sense of what unfolded right now. It looked, I don't know if this is exactly what happened. It looked like something was hitting Trump on the side of his face. I don't know if it was bullets or what. And all of a sudden he went down, and then we could see some blood near his ear. So what's your sense?
It's a very tough situation to kind of parse through at this early moment with very little information about what you see on the video. It's interesting to me that he is looking for his right and raises his right hand to his right ear, which we know from other photographs that were appearing quickly online. We later see the meeting as they're taking him away. So from that series of events, it appears that something, possibly a gunshot,